Hello, my name is Martin Frost. I am a fore-edge painter. Fore-edge painting? Fore-edge painting is the art of applying a painting to a book in such a way that it vanishes. Why paint pictures that people can't see? Here we have a nice old book in full gilt edges, and when you fan it up, hidden under the gold is a very pretty little watercolour painting. That painting is actually painted on the face of each page because the edge of the pages carries the gold that hides the painting. So there it is. No picture, full picture, no picture. That's a single fore-edge painting. There's elaborations, there are different variants. Here we've got a nice example of an early 19th century binding. It's a book of poetry, all edges gilt. When you fan it, you can see on one side two of the seasons. The book is Thomson's Seasons, a book of poetry. We have autumn and winter. And when I fan it the other way, spring and summer, of course. Not there. There's a third variant. In fact, there are more variants, but this is number 3. Books that are chunky, like bigger Bibles. And this is a small Bible for me. I work on very large ones as well. If they've got the thickness, you can use that width of book to put 2 paintings down, one alongside the other. Whoops. In this case, we have the Old Testament on one side and the New Testament, the Last Supper, on the other. Of course, when you release it, no image. So it's a surprise painting. I'll show you another one. These are known as all-edge paintings. So the fore-edge, top and bottom edges. Oh, by the way, fore, F-O-R-E, not F-O-U-R. Fore-edge. This is a book of Columbus, The Life of Columbus. It's a modern book. It's 1960s, 70s, which I consider quite modern. And when you fan it up, we have 3 views, a portrait and 2 scenes from his life. But when you twist the book, there's an additional painting on the top and the bottom edges. That's known as an all-edge painting, sometimes known as panoramas. I prefer all-edge, it's more descriptive. Nice books. Here is a compromise. We've got an early edition of Alice in Wonderland. Very collectible. This is the Wonderland. This is the Looking Glass. And this one I have resurrected from a terrible book and I put it into a new leather binding. Makes it very presentable. The edges are now gilded. I really do enjoy working on Alice's work, on the Alice's, because they are such fantastical subjects. And the imagery on them is wonderfully bizarre. We have on this one the Alice and the Queen's Lair, we have the Horse and the Carpenter, we have Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'll show you the other side as well. We have Alice entering and returning through the mirror, and we have the Jabberwocky in the centre. Again, fantastical images. I love them. Eminently suitable for something as novel as a vanishing fore-edge painting. So the books I've shown you there are generally antiquarian books. That's books earlier than about 1900. There's nothing stopping one from working on modern books I have a Harry Potter here. The Goblet of Fire, and now I put it into a special binding, full leather binding, with a miniature set into the front cover. I hand painted one. But the edges, instead of gold, we have a moire, sparkly, star-spangled, magical foil finish, which of course hides a painting. Dumbledore and the class, and the Goblet of Fire itself, which again vanishes into the sparkly Fore-Edge foil. Great to do. It's nice to have a challenging book to work on, and Potter's good. There's lots of fine images that I can work with there. Going back to an older book, but I have rebound it. This is a book on billiards. It's a sporting book. Put it into a nice full leather with good gilt edges, and just for the fun of it, we've got a set of canine billiard players. You see, I've continued the decoration of the end papers into the painting itself. I think it frames it very nicely. And a good vanish. I'm working more and more on modern books these days. So long as they will take it, that's the paper's good enough. But I'll talk about that in another video. So there we have a few Fore-Edge paintings. Now these are ones that I have painted. Of the 3,500 I've painted over the last 40 years. Examples of my work appear in a lot of collections, mainly in the States, but a few over here, including the British Library. And if you are interested in owning something like this, a frost Fore-Edge painting, contact me on the website. Prices vary depending on the complexity of the painting and the value of the book and the elaboration of the bindings, somewhere between $200 and $2,000. There are more videos telling you about the history and how to do it.